Sir Chumpa Flexington, you were definitely first, my guy. Definitely first. It's good with you, man. How you doing? Ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the weekend? And I'm not talking about the singer. Yo, I'll tell you one thing, my dude. Once you start planning a little better, you'll notice like it's crazy when stuff starts coming into fruition on the plan. It's crazy. Like I never really was a big planner myself, but last year I decided I was going to sit down before the year started and make a plan, and then try to kind of stick to the plan and see where everything went. Because I kind of started the year before when I started the channel, but I didn't follow the plan. And then like halfway through the year, I started following the plan, and that's when I started seeing growth. And then last year, I followed the plan, not to a T. I'm not even going to sit up here and cap. But then I saw a lot of growth. And so this year, my plan's not as detailed as it was last year because I plan on doing more stuff. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to be able, I don't know how I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of one of those things where I have a lot of stuff written down and I just work every day towards those steps. You know, Pound Beats 357. What's up, bro? Welcome. Joshua, what's good, bro? Salute to you too, my friend. Salute to you too, my friend. So tonight I'm just gonna probably cook up one beat. I'm probably not gonna do too much because I gotta just shoot a video. And I've been like at it, like I'm probably gonna let this beat run too. This beat's a heater. I like this one. I didn't like it when I made it, but I like it now. That's the funny thing about music too, is like, so today, all day long I've been working on stuff. Like since I woke up this morning, like I started off with the video, and then I started mixing down some beats so I can try to launch this site on the 1st of February. And so I was working on all kind of beats, getting beat tags in the beats and mixing some beats and stuff like that. So when you're going back through beats, it's like, I can't believe I made all these super dope beats and I just haven't even listened to them since I made them, you know? So sometimes that's kind of funny. You just realize how dope you are, you know, as a producer or whatever, is when you're going through your old stuff and you're like, I forgot about this, forgot about this, forgot about this. And it was like every other beat I was going through, I was just like, man, I can definitely use this. And then after that, I was just starting to work on the, oh, I lost sound. What's going on here? It was like, nope, not gonna be able to do it. What happened there? Weird. Literally just stopped playing. I'm getting no sound. So that's playing. Weird as to why the music stopped. Music was like, not gonna be able to do it today, famo. The beat just stopped halfway through. That's crazy. Okay. All right. I guess that beat is done for the evening. It's done its job. What's up, Dave Break? But yeah, man, after I did the messing with the beats for a while, because my goal is to just try to, you know, because most of the beats are for the most part mixed down. They just need the final touches. So if I can get like 10 a day done, for the next 4 days. I'll be at a good place to just start off the site with 40 beats because I have a ton of beats, obviously, but they're all on my old computer. So I wanted to do a mixture of some new stuff, some old stuff to put on the site, but that'll be ready to go. And then, well, Wallace, what's good? Some of y'all might be excited, some of y'all might not be. Some of y'all might not care, which is fair enough. But as I was showing y'all last time, in the last stream, um, so I got Ars's lo-fi pack. So you see his right here. Got all his melodic, loops right here. And then his drum loops right here. And I was like kind of behind because, he sent me 5 more than I thought. But you'll be happy to know I got all my loops done. I just have to rearrange them because some of them I stemmed out. So I just have to fix the ones that I stemmed out and just make them solo. And um and I'm one drum loop away from being done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm literally one drum loop away from being done with the sample pack. So all that's gonna launch hopefully on the 1st of February on the site. Yeah, the beat was sure like, all right, I'm gonna head out. Oh, I appreciate that, Dave. Um, it's always the beats that you make real quick too, because I honestly with that beat, I've been like nonstop the past few days, and so like with that beat for that video I put out today, dude, I think I spent probably 40 minutes on that beat at the maximum, at the absolute maximum, because I had to work yesterday until like 10, like typical. And then when I got off, I had to download the plugin. I had to mess with the plugin. So I had to go through all the sounds, figure out what I liked, what I was going to say about the plugin. And so then I probably started making the beat at 11. And I think I was done with the beat by like 11:40 or something like that. So I made it pretty quick. It was pretty quick. Um, you know. And then what's kind of funny too is how it came together because the beat was sounded completely different at one part. Like I had just different noises and it was just the noises were just clashing with each other too much. And so then at the end, I was like, man, I'm just going to take this because this one sound I took out was a fire sound, but it sat in the same frequency as everything else. And so it was like either that sound had to go or whatever the 2 other high pitched noises that I had in the beat had to go. And I was like, well, then I have to find another noise for a switch. So I didn't have a piano in there at first. And so then I threw that piano in there. And then I was like, man, I haven't pulled lo-fi playtime out in a while. So then I pulled that out and threw it on the piano. And then I was just like, oh, this is a banger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listened to that beat for the grip. And then I just shot the video. Yeah, that's how I get sometimes, man. What's good? Isomatic. Um, that's how I get sometimes too, man. I just get to the point to where like, um, I just get to the point sometimes like when I'm like by myself and I'm working on music, I just don't really, I'm just in a zone. So like, I have a routine. I think I've told you guys the routine. I typically do all the melodic pieces first. So like, I'll sit down and I'll try to find some chords and I'll find a melody, then I'll find a counter melody, and then I might find another melodic noise. And then I'll take a vape break. I'll go outside and take a vape break for like 5 minutes, and then I'll come back in and bang the drums out. And typically, I just that's just a good routine for me. And it's just like it pans out, because it's like it gives my ears a break between the melody and the drums, so I can decide what I want to do. And then I come back in, put it depends on the beat. If it's a boom bap beat, then I will typically do put the snare in right away. I might do the hi-hats or the kick, one of those two. I'll do one of those two. It doesn't, it could be a different order. And then I'll always do like another perk and then the bass last. But if it's a trap beat, I always do the 808 before I do anything else like drum related. Yeah, but sometimes, it's just about finding your groove and um figuring out what's best for you, you know? Because I used to get all I've never really been all over the place where I mean by that by like doing like some chords then doing a kick drum and then going back to melody and then going back. I've always pretty much have always done melodies first, and then gone to drums. But I used to get stressed out because I would think that I would just overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just overthink it. And so like now I just don't overthink it. I just keep making the beat until it's dope. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, you'll have some beat that doesn't sound good, but the beat just might not sound good because of the sound that you use. So you might just have some trash sound. If you just switch the sounds out, you like I think you guys should be able to tell by like when we do those um you pick the sound videos, live streams. So it's the sound that makes a difference. Like, you hear in the MIDI the sound that the MIDI that the AI synth is playing and it sounds trash. But then once you switch it out with like a real piano on a real guitar, well, a better piano on a better guitar VST, it sounds completely different. And so sometimes, when you're making a beat, the beat might just be whack because of the sounds that you pick. So sometimes instead of just scrapping the whole beat, just change your sounds out. And then that can make all the difference in the world. That can literally make all the difference in the world. Or if like you notice like, sometimes when I'm making a beat and I may not like the piano at the top melody I put over the piano, I just don't scrap it yet. I try to make a counter melody to see if I can like combat the weakness of the main melody. And then if it still sounds a little like something's missing or it doesn't sound that great, then I'll try to put in a third melody on top of that. And typically, once I get to the third melody, you have so many spots of the frequency range, filled up. It typically sounds good together as long as you pick good instruments that sound good together. You know what I'm saying? And I think like a lot of times too, when people, I don't really scrap a lot of beats. Like I don't typically, whenever I do a demonstration, I don't typically, I might scrap a beat on stream because I don't want to put the effort into fixing the beat. I don't want to make y'all watch me, take longer than I probably should take to make a beat. But like when I'm sitting here and making a beat for a demonstration, I don't typically throw out a lot of beats. Like I typically use all the beats. If I start a beat for a demonstration, I'll typically use that beat like 99.9% of the time. There might be like one video where I just wasn't feeling it, and so then I ended up keeping it and I used it for something else or I did something else with it. But I don't typically scrap beats. I typically try to finish everything. Or like I have like sometimes if I'm in a crunch, like to shoot a video and I can't like map out the whole beat, then sometimes I do get in a situation where like today, where I was going through beats and I found one, I was like, I don't know, why didn't I finish this beat? Like I was tripping. But it was just I didn't have time for with the demonstration. I had to like record the video because it was probably already 1 or 2 in the morning. I had to edit it. So um Skeeve, what's good, bro? Or ma'am, welcome. Didn't mean to call you bro. For sure. Like I can't stress enough. Don't always give up on something. Sometimes you can make fire out of anything. Or think about it this way. So I do a lot of videos and obviously as you guys know, and there's times where, I don't typically think that I make a bad beat, but it might be Reggie to me, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, this beat is just super average, like eh. It's a good thing, you put out a lot of content because people see your videos. And so sometimes I don't want to say not confident in the beat because obviously I know the beat's decent, but in your mind, you're like, this isn't my greatest work, man. It's a good thing these people have seen me make a ton of beats because they know I can make some fire beats. But then the comments you get back in the comment section are be like, man, that beat was so fire, or oh my God, that beat was dope, bro. You killed that one. And you never know what somebody else is going to think about the beat that you're making. So I would highly suggest to always just finish it, even if you're not confident in it, or even if it may not be your best piece of work. You can always, you never know what the next person's going to think. You've heard tons of stories about producers, artists picking the beats that they thought was the wackest of the 10 beats. Sometimes you just listen to a beat so much um that you just get sick of it. There's been times where I've listened to a beat for an hour and I'm just like, oh, this is trash. And then I listen to it next day and I'm like, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then there's been other times where like I've listened to a beat for 3, 4 straight hours, just nonstop. I finished a beat and I just couldn't take my headphones off because I just wanted to listen to the beat over and over and over again. And then when I go back and listen to it the next day, I'm like, I don't know why I was so enamored by that beat. It's not even that great. It's all right. So you just never know what the next person's going to think of it. You never know what the next person's going to like, or if they're going to think it's, great for them. You never know what an artist or a gamer or a TV show or what anybody else is gonna want. All you know is what you can create, and that's what you can control. The only thing that you can control is what you create. You know, well, I always that's another thing I always say is control what you can control. You can't control what anybody else is gonna think of your stuff. You can't control a lot of aspects about music, but the one thing that you control is finishing the damn project that you started on. That's where a lot of people fail is they don't finish their projects. Just finish your projects, you know? The more projects you finish, the more confident you'll be in yourself too, Skeeve. I mean, I can't stress that enough. The more stuff that you finish, the more confidence you get. What y'all want me to cook up today? I literally have my mind is drawing a blank. So y'all tell me, don't give me no weird tempo like 115 or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all want like a boom bap ish beat, a lo-fi-ish beat, a trap beat. I mean, I guess I don't really want to make a drill beat today. Um, I'm not really in the mood for drill beat, but whatever y'all want to see me cook up, I'll cook up. I'll try my best, see what I can do. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm kind of spin on it. Like the video I'm gonna put out tomorrow, it's gonna be a fire video. It's gonna be an absolute, probably the best video or one of the best videos I put out this year. But I'm not making a beat for the video because it's like a list of plugins. But it's a fire list of plugins. Like I did some work, I did due diligence on this video tomorrow. It's probably gonna take me like an hour to record because it's going over 10 different plugins, and then I have to cut it down to, you know, 15 minutes, 12 minutes, but it's definitely going to be a fire video tomorrow. You don't got to tell me twice. Lo-fi with some boom bap in there. Go. Right up my alley. It's funny how when I first started this channel, all I was making was trap beats, and now it's like I feel like, I mean, I do make trap beats and drill beats and stuff, but it's like I feel like I make more lo-fi and boom bap beats than anything else. I feel like that's like little baby type beat. I already got what up Vice? What up Ryan? I already got the request for the lo-fi. What am I gonna use? Go ahead and open up Pigments. Let's go with Pigments. Ooh, and I got a fire review on Tuesday too. The plugin hasn't come out yet. It comes out on Tuesday. It's a freebie too. Let's just say y'all gonna like this one. Some of y'all gonna love this one. Some of y'all gonna be like, I don't even need it, but um, some of y'all gonna love this one. It's always cool when like happened there. Oh, I don't need. I never seen that menu. I guess I must have pushed yes because I always push no. Project Tab Pad type beat. Forget your dentures at the grocery store type beat. Y'all on one tonight. Um, what y'all's plans for the weekend? Let me know in the comments. I know I asked for Chump of Flexington, but what do y'all got going on this weekend? They already knew I wanted lo-fi. It was like, you're gonna pick lo-fi. Guess what? We're gonna try jazz and blues. Let's see what's in here. Got an octave. M Audio Mini Pro or the Kai. I mean, I would recommend. I never had the M Audio Mini. I have an Akai MPK2. I would still recommend getting like a Keylab Essential 49. I would recommend like a Keylab because even though you're a beginner, I feel like an MPK Mini feels like a toy, and it's like you can only go 2 octaves. You're not really gonna learn how to play the piano, you know. We bottom notes gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. We want a polka boom bap beat. What's good, Ish? Oh, snap. Y'all should have told me. I appreciate that. Y'all might have told me. I wouldn't pay no attention. I'm going in on these chords over here. Sorry, y'all. My bad. The polka. I don't know if I could do a polka boom bap trap beat. A lo-fi polka trap boom bap beat. It's on the way. Let's go. Let's see. Let me go ahead and save this real quick. Earlier, man, I should be done with my dang drum kit, but earlier, one of the my FL Studio crashed on me. I wanted to cry real tears because the drum loop that I put together was super hard, and I didn't remember the pattern, and I couldn't remember what it sounded like after the beat crashed. And it was probably, I'm not even no cap, I'm not just saying it to say it, but it was probably the best beat, the best drum loop of all the drum loops in the kit. So FL Studio killed the dopest drum loop that I was gonna have in the whole kit, because I put like the grip of time and effort into this one. Something about this plugin. It's like this plugin doesn't play well with certain other stuff, and I don't understand why it wouldn't play well with freaking Pigments. Pigments is an Arturia plugin, but that kills me. Is like how that plugin doesn't play well with other freaking plugins. Kills me. How you not gonna work with the plugin? With your own plugin? I'm gonna need Arteria to get that together. FL strikes again. Yeah, man, FL is a bandit sometimes. What do I want to use next? What do I want to use next? I'm trying to fight opening up FL. I'm trying to fight opening up Omnisphere, but I'm probably gonna open up Omnisphere. Why fight it? It's calling your name, then you need to go ahead and turn around and react to it and be like, "What's up, boo?" And then boom, ah, snap! I thought it was about to crash on me. I feel like a guitar is calling my name. Calling my name. It's like, Sabin, put me on the beat. Not gonna be that one though. Yeah, Omnisphere always comes in the clutch for me, man. Always comes in on the clutch. Can't go wrong. I just gotta figure out which one of these guitars I'm gonna use. Probably use this one. Mess with it a little bit. I don't really mess with it. Well, I've never messed with Reason before. I'm not even gonna lie. I just never mess with it. I'm gonna throw one here. A little bit. I used to use FL Studio stock sounds. Like obviously I didn't I didn't for the longest time all I used was stock sounds. I used to use Armor and Harmless a lot. Those are like my favorites of all of the stock synths in FL Studio. I used to use those a lot, like a lot. Um, all my beats came from those sounds. And then I started exploring the world of plugins, and here we are. The free plugin god is in the building. Cheap clapper. Just because I know y'all need this in y'all life.
Good morning, darling. Oh, would you like a cup of tea? It'll be delightfully scrumptious.
Oh, it's the greatest.
My girl a bandit, her soul's a thief to my actual heart. But when I got the molly, she be on that. She let me clap her cheeks.
Um, did you? Hey, you know what? I watched a video. Did you like it? I like it, man. I mess with I can't. Okay, I like it a lot. I haven't been using it so much lately because I've just been overwhelmed with plugins. But I was watching another content creator. I'm not gonna blast. I don't like blasting people. And so if this sounds negative, I don't want to blast him. But dude was talking about how it was like the worst plugin that he's ever gotten, and this and that. And I was like, because he went through his like worst plugins that he's ever bought, and I was just like, I don't think the plugin's that bad. Like if you ever watch, I mean, if you've been around for a while and you've watched a lot of my videos, you've seen me use Octane a lot. And then if you watch my live stream, there's probably a span of like 30 straight live streams where all I was using was Octane. And I always made fire beats. So it's like one of those things where I'm like, I don't understand how sometimes how people can be like, this is absolutely garbage. When I'm like, it was $10. You get like 300 presets. And I have made some absolute bangers with that plugin, some absolute bangers. So it's like, dude, I don't know how you're saying all the presets are bad when when I don't think you've gone through all the presets, dude. I'm not gonna say all the presets are fire by no means. There's some stuff in there that I don't like the way that it sounds. Some of the stuff sounds hollow. But for $10, I don't feel like you can find a better plugin for $10. Yeah, I think it's fire, you know? And then when I was just watching this video, I was just like, dude, I think you're hating. Yeah, I feel that, Dr. Abraham. It's all about what welcome both you guys too. It's all about knowing what you're doing, man, because it's like, or what kind of beat you're trying to make. Because it's like a lot of times, a lot of content creators in this space try to define genres of music. So they'll be like, you can't use this for trap. And I'd be like, I be hearing those sounds all the time in trap beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like trap is so like spaced out now. It's like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop is not like just boom bap rap no more. It's like all the different subgenres together form hip hop. There's a ton of different subgenres of trap. So it just depends on what kind of trap beat you're trying to make. But I hate when people try to generalize the whole entire you get what I'm saying, the whole entire genre by what they're used to listening to or by the music that they listen to. But you're not the judge of it all, man. You're not the judge and the jury of what trap is. You're just an internet YouTuber like me who makes music. You know, you don't get to define a whole genre of music and what it means to everybody else. Yeah, Expand 2 was definitely fire. I didn't use Expand 2. What's up, Sai? It's good, bro. Welcome. Mr. A Die, welcome. I didn't use Expand 2 like I should have. Like, I have Expand 2. I think I've told you guys a million times I can't download iLock on my new computer. I don't know, I probably can, but when I tried to the first time, it like crashed my whole computer and I had to do a hard reset. So I have it on my MacBook, but I don't have it on my PC laptop, the laptop I'm working off of right now. I didn't use Air or Expand 2 like I should because I already had Omnisphere. But when I tell you what I did use Expand for all the time though was pads. Like the pads in Expand to me are like second to none in any other plugin. I felt like no plugin can really mess with the pads because you can like layer them. They got all kinds of different action pads, bright pads. They just have all kinds of different pads. And that's what I liked the most about Expand 2 was that if I ever needed a pad, I always knew I could find the right pad in Expand 2. That was one thing that I really loved about that plugin. That was probably I mean, not probably, that was my favorite thing of that plugin. Fluffy, what's good with you? Yeah, but I mean, and then I won't knock the plugin because it's not that I didn't like it. I just the only reason the only reason I got Expand 2, to tell you the honest to God truth, is it was on sale for $5, and they gave you um isotope uh ozone elements with it. It was free. So at that time I wanted to get ozone, but I didn't have the money to pay for it. Well, I wasn't going to pay full price for it because it was still, you know, it wasn't on sale. So I got the elements, and then literally 2 weeks later, they had the killer cell for ozone advance, neutron advance, stutter edit, um, total balance, and something else. I feel like I got nectar with that as well for like 250 or something. So I mean I jumped on that, but I only got it because it was the upgrade from any ozone product. And since I already had um elements, since I got elements for free, I got that free, you know, that upgrade price. So it was like that was a no-brainer. That was like honestly, Expand 2 was probably the best plugin that I ever bought. Because of that, I got, you know, ozone for so cheap, and I use ozone on like everything, like all my mastering. Come on, come on, can I have Omnisphere? We have Omnisphere at home. Expand 2. I need that in a I need that in a meme. Can somebody meme that up for me? I need that. I need that in a meme. Somebody meme that up. Can you meme that up for me and put it in the send that to me? I need that. That's the meme of the year right there. Yeah, we always grab themselves. But Jersey Boy, if you're just now coming back over to FL Studio, I don't know if you're messing with Flex at all. Flex has a pretty expansive library of sounds, and it's a stock, you know, it's basically a stock, kind of like a Rompler, but it's got everything that you need. Like, I don't really mess with Flex. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold you. Um, but it's got like everything that you possibly need. I would recommend downloading all the Flex libraries first, before getting back into the synths. I mean, unless you just have to have that synthy sound. Um, but like when you're looking here, you just get everything, and then there's like different libraries that you can download. So there's a ton of different free libraries that you can download, like guitars and keyboards and strings, pianos, synthware. There's a bunch of stuff that you can download, and it all sounds pretty good. I mean, it's pretty fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I just don't use it because I have so much other stuff that I paid for, so I'd rather use the stuff that I paid for. You know? But when they made this, they did a good job with this. They did a good job with this one. Super fire. I mean, there's a ton of sounds here too. That's not it though, Chief. Oh, yeah, that's it though. That's actually kind of fire. Strange thong is that I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Average Joe, what's good, bro? Welcome. You know, you could upgrade to gross bead, or you can spend that same $99 and go get Shaper Box. And I feel like Shaper Box is a better deal than gross bead. I feel like, you know, because obviously, you know, I mean, you'll get more plugins, I guess, but are you really going to use the stock FL plugins? Um, if I had to choose between Shaper Box and Grow Speed, I would definitely take Shaper Box. I think Shaper Box is doper than Grow Speed. Just my honest opinion. Shaper Box is dope, and they're gonna keep adding to it. They're working on stuff right now, so I'm not privy enough to know about what they're working on, but I've been added to their reviewers, so I'll get it early. I can't tell y'all what it is though, until I drop the review, but um I'm not necessarily saying I'm beta, but after they finish making their new products from now on, they're gonna send them to me early so that I can do a review and have it out on the day that the product drops. So thank the Lord. Oh, that's on Sundays, Joe. It's only on Sundays. Yeah, I use Shaperbox on everything too. Maybe not so much like lo-fi stuff. Um, yeah, Pitch Shaper probably is next. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want to guess. I don't want to start putting rumors on there. I want something doper than a pitch shifter though, because I already have so much stuff that shifts pitch. I want something like super dope. Like I'm not ready for, you know, like I wasn't ready for Noise Shaper when they dropped it, and then as soon as they dropped it, I copped the demo, um, and then did a review off the demo, and then that's when they contacted me and they were like, "We saw your demo," and I had sent them an email about trying to do reviews for them. They never responded back to me, and I did the review in Noise Shaper the day that it came out. I got the demo. I didn't even buy it yet. Then they ended up giving me, you know, all their plugins, and then they were like, "We got you from now on. We like, you know, we've seen you do a couple reviews on our stuff. We like you. We want you to do a review from us if you don't mind." So then, boom, bam, they sent they sent over all their stuff. I haven't even downloaded all the stuff though. I didn't download any of the older stuff just because I didn't know if I was going to use it. I probably should though and check it out, but I didn't check out any of the stuff that's not in the Shaper Box bundle. Listen to me sounding all bougie. Let's find one more noise here. Let's go ahead and go back to the well one more time. Unclean machines. I love you like a fat kid love cake. I'm about to use that. All right, let me find one more sound. And we can start putting this thing together. I want some kind of like, be like some kind of like, I don't know if I necessarily want a bell though. A bell type hitch. But I want something like that. Boy, if you don't get your ass back down to the size of what you're supposed to be at. DJ Dilly, what's good? What the Dilly? What the Dilly-o? How old do I sound saying that? I remember then that was the term. Like and my real name is Yo. That's your last name, first name Dilly, last name Yo. Yo is short for Yotis, Dilly Yotis. That's probably not funny to anybody else but me, but I found it hilarious. You guys want me to do you guys want me to use hats for some hi-hats, or do y'all want me to just make the hi-hats myself? Either way, I'm game either way. No, it's good. It's good. Which I want. Maybe I didn't set my thing to normal. I don't know. I didn't even check my settings today. I should probably up my latency so that it comes over, messages come faster because my internet can handle it. But I think I just go with whatever's in the middle because you can go regular, fast, or slow with the messages. And I typically just leave it where it's at because you know there's no need to I don't know. Maybe I need the messages to come through faster. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's what Bam asked me. I was gonna answer his question, but I didn't see it until like right before I got on stream. But I know you can look. I just made the pattern myself. Yo, Mark Maddock was good, my guy. Welcome. Um, no, I just made those hi-hats myself, but I panned them with Shaper Box, and then after I panned them with Shaper Box, I threw a delay on them, with FL Delay 3. That's how I used to always do my little get the hi-hats to go all over the place. Figure the settings on hats. All right, I mess with hats. I'm glad you're here, bro. It's always a good stream with Mark Maddox here. I was thinking earlier about just how like the streams back in the day, it used to always be like when there wasn't very many, I didn't have very many people following the streams yet, because I was just starting. So it would always be Mark, well not well, after a while Mark showed up. Um I can't even when I first started, man, it was like it was slow, 'cause it was like this dude named Preston. I miss Preston, man. Preston was good people. Preston, Liam's always been here. Then it was always Martel, Cigarello, Jay the Sad Man, Mark, and that would be the little crew. Oh, Joshua would be here and Jason Music would be here, and we would just be rolling. You know what I'm saying? That would be the crew. Um, I mean, I miss those days because you get to granted we're not sitting here together like face to face having a conversation, but you get to know people and you get to conversing with people, and so it is sad when some of y'all don't be here sometimes because it's like I just be used to y'all being here, interacting and stuff like that. But again, I get it. Dame still be here. People got lives; they can't spend their whole life watching me make beats. I get it. But if you ain't got nothing to do, we all watch people stream. I definitely be in Ab's stream every time he streams. Sometimes I watch Tatro stream. Who else do I watch stream? I watch Curtis King stream. Um, Thanks, Chase. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man, those were the nights, man. We was making bangers. That's my next goal. So after I was telling him earlier, Mark, that I'm one drum loop away from having the sample pack done. So I'm gonna try to drop the sample pack and try to finish up these beats that I have just laying around and put them on my site for to sell or release or whatever. So I can roll this site out on the first, and then like my next effort for real, I'm not just saying it to cap, is to finish the stream album. But it's cool that we have so many songs now because I don't know if I'm gonna put all the songs on the stream album. I probably will because it's like 12 or 13, 14 of them. I'll probably just put them all on there. Or I don't know if I'll just do 10 and then use the next 4 for the next album, because I like all the songs that we recorded. So I don't want to scrap any of the songs. It's not that I think that their songs aren't good enough to go. I just don't know if we really need a 14 song album. We might just be able to do 10 and then maybe in like 2 or 3 more months drop another 10 and then just drop 10 packs. I don't know though. But my goal after I finish getting everything ready for this site is just to sit down, buckle in, and just finish this damn project because um everybody's put time and effort into it. Obviously, you know, I might have put the most effort and time into it, obviously, but everybody put time and effort into it. So I don't want to procrastinate everybody else's time and effort that they put into the project off anymore. I've just been busy as hell. So um, I want to get that done next. And then after that, work on my next sample pack. Then after I finish that sample pack, I want to work on getting my album done. So I'm gonna try to drop my album before I drop the next stream album though. So we're gonna drop our stream album first, and then I want to try to drop my solo album. Um, maybe like in May. Maybe we can drop the next stream album in like June or July. All right, we got hats opened up. Go ahead and find something. Better. Hey, I was just talking about you, Rello. Welcome, bro. Miss you, man. I got a charge for the sample pack, Jordan. I'm sorry. I got a free pack, but I went in with another producer on the sample pack, and it's like 40 melodic samples. It's um 10 well 20 it's 40 melodic samples and 20 drum samples. It's a solid pack, man. But I'm gonna have to charge like 10 for it at least. I think that's what we decided was 10, so that's still pretty cheap for a pack, but you know, I gotta you know, I gotta figure out how to be self-sufficient doing this as well, you know. I give y'all tons of free content, you know, and I get it if you can't afford it or if you don't want to pay for it, you know, that's cool. I'm not mad at anybody who doesn't want to get it, but you know, I gotta charge for some stuff. But I do got a free drum kit that you can have. And it's not like I'm cracking heads, you know, we're not cracking like 40 or nothing like that. I wanted to make it reasonable for you guys. But you know, a lot of time and effort went into it too. Like what you don't see is like, and this isn't to make you feel bad, it's just to just to tell you, you know. My computer crashed. So then after my computer crashed, I spent so much time doing this drum pack because then I had to go, after my computer died, I had to buy something to SATA disk to get all the stuff off the computer, but not all the plugins were there, not all the samples. I couldn't find all the samples. Then I spent hours going through different FL data of renders trying to find all the samples to put them back in there to create samples. I had to create a lot of other stuff. It was just a lot of work. Um, it's just hard to justify. Yeah, man, I do. Yeah, that's my fault for not backing everything up. I mean, it's one of those things to where I do back up stuff. So like I have, you know, this backup drive where I backed up a bunch of stuff, but I didn't back up everything every single day. So, you know, and it had probably been a few months since I had backed everything up. And some of the best stuff that I created, in my personal opinion, or some of the stuff that I just really enjoyed that I made, um, is what was on that disc, and then that whole entire sound pack was on that. Was on my computer. You know, so it's my fault. I mean, it's definitely my fault. You know what I'm saying? Without a shadow of a doubt, I can't blame anybody else for not backing up my stuff. It's just, I mean, you know, we all make mistakes. You know. Um, you mean like Ableton Live drums, like how drums sound in Ableton Live, or how drums sound? I like how drums sound in FL Studio better. I like how beats sound in FL Studio better, like beats that you create from scratch. Because I don't really do the most like live instruments and stuff like that. So, but the way beats sound in FL Studio, I like more than any other plugin. So or any other DAW. So I like the way that stuff sounds in FL Studio. It's just my personal preference. I just like the way the stuff sounds. But I feel like other plugins you can record, and I like the way that stuff sounds recorded in other plugins a little better in FL Studio. But as far as like production, I prefer beats made in FL Studio. I just think that the kicks kick harder. What's up, CH? Yo, that would be dope. The guitar sample packs would be fire. Chase, it's not out yet, but when it's out, I'll have a video. So I'll talk about it probably in a couple videos. You know, I'm a YouTuber. That's what that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as soon as it comes out, I'll make an announcement. It's probably going to be on the first. You'll be able to buy it for sure off my website. So my website's getting revamped. And so I'm gonna like I have a website right now, something.com. It's beat down and it looks like crap because I made it and it was the first website I ever made. But I have like an actual company that made my new website. And it's gonna everything, hopefully, fingers crossed. Basically, it's on me at this point. So if I can get everything that I need to get to my dude who designed my website, it'll be able to drop on the 1st of February. And so like I'll have the drum kit will be done and it'll be ready to go. Um, I mean I already know it'll be ready to go because all I have to do is one more loop, and I already have the other dude who went on who arsonies drum loops and everything. So it's just about me finishing up some little odds and ends, like getting all my merch links to him because they created some merch for me, but it's about getting the rest of my merch links to them. It's about getting my bio filled out and all that stuff. It's about getting all the beats and stuff over to him. And then getting all the videos and stuff that I want featured on the site and stuff like that. So it's about me getting all the stuff to them so that they can have the site ready. But I think I can have everything to them except for all the beats that I'm gonna send. But I'll have at least 30, and then I'll be able to continue to like, because it's my homie who's doing it for me. He runs like a company that does like advertising for companies like Burger King, GNC, Chipotle, and stuff like that. So it's like a major company. But I just lucked out that it's my guy and he's doing all this for me for free. And his team is excellent. They're great. Like I've had meetings with him, Zoom calls with him, stuff like that. They're doing everything for me. I just obviously have to pay for the website like domain and the the e-commerce and everything like that, the e-commerce web web builder or whatever. So it's just basically on me. It's basically on me to get everything to him. I'll let you know in a video soon. Make sure you subscribe. A similar pitch. I mean, You talking about like with this plugin, or are you talking about and what's up, CH? I think I said what's up, bro. With this, you talking about pitch shifts with hats or pitch shifts without hats? I already tried, man. I already tried. I don't think that they're ready for that yet. You know, you got to take baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. You can only ask. And I did trust and believe. I asked. I said, do they need any music? And he was like, we haven't done any of those kind of ads yet. He's like, but as soon as we do any kind of ads with music, if they'll allow me to outsource music, I'll let you know. So you know, I mean, you know, I get it. Um, I mean, with like different pitch shifts, if you're using the hats plugin, because I'm not sure again if you're asking me about with hats the plugin or without hats the plugin while you're just drawing them in yourself. I mean, just drawing them in yourself, doing pitch shift is easy because you can just either, you know, just draw the hi hat up. What makes hats dope is that it gives you unique, different kind of pitch shifting. Um, so yeah, you can like here. Or you can like I don't know what kind of but basically just drawing it up and down is going to give you pitch shifting. So this has just saved me the time of having to draw it. Plus it gives it a unique. Is that what I wanted? Like just drawing. Um, you know, like if I was to, all right, so if I all I have to do is just pitch it up, just go up, you know? You know, and just depending on the speed. So like let's say I wanted to do a roll and I wanted to pitch the roll up and down. All I would have to do, every program is different. So like with FL Studio, I can just expand this over and then I can highlight this and then I can do something like push Control Alt A and arpeggiate, accept, and then just move these notes down. Then just move these notes down. So now listen, you know, and that's going to pitch it down. And then, I mean, it's the same thing will apply for pitching it up, you know. So if I wanted to pitch it back up, Alt A, except, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically how you would pitch shift it up and down. You said you use Control U. What is that, cut? Yeah, I use I believe Control U is cut if I'm not mistaken. I just use Alt A because I'm just used to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, chopper. I just used Alt because I'm used to it. And then another way that you can do it too is like this, but it's gonna do it weird. So like, let's say I'm right here and I stretch this over, and then I push Alt A. You can do like different ranges, so you see how it's moving it up. You know, you can just do different ranges and stuff like that, and it'll change the way that it is. So you can go to, you know, and you can just start messing with this, and it'll change the way that it does it. But, you know, I mean, there's different ways and different stuff that you can do to pitch the hi-hats up and down. And then stuff like throwing delay on them is how you make them start getting even crazier. So like, let's say, you know, it sounds like this. And then I can like send it to the channel rack. And then I could like throw some delay on it. Like I would just throw food delay 3 on it or whatever delay plugin that you have. Pull the wet back a little. And you see how it gives it that completely different feel. Another thing that you can do is when you're in here to make your hi-hats give a different feel, you can just come over here to note pan, then you can just pan them up and down, and you can just pan them from left to right. But that's it. I mean, those are just little tricks that you can do with hi-hats. Um, I should do another hi-hat video. I mean, you can play them if you want to. What's up, Jason? Jason number 2. 12 Angry Chains. Which plugins did you download? Which ones do you like? Yeah, I get it. I get it. For me, drawing in hi-hats is just easier because I'm not really good at playing the hi-hats. I'm just decent at playing. Like sometimes I play some of the stuff like when I'm by myself. There's a little bit of a lag on the keyboard, like when I'm doing streams, because the keyboard doesn't go straight into the computer. So the keyboard goes into a hub, which goes into a computer, and then another computer transfers sound to another computer. So it's not instantaneous. So I can't really like play keys on string. I'm not really great either anyway. I'm not going to make it sound like I am, but I can't really do that because there's a little bit of a lag, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. Packers or the 49ers? I'm rooting for a tie. Rooting for a tie. The hats, I typically start off in the channel rack and then I go into, it depends on the kind of beat that I'm making. So if I was just making like a regular boom bap beat, then I wouldn't need to go into the piano roll because I'm not going to be doing like a bunch of rolls and stuff if it's just like a lo-fi beat or a boom bap beat. But if it's a trap beat, then I'll start off in the channel rack and I'll go fill every 2 steps, and then I'll go into the piano rack and I'll draw all my rolls and all that other stuff. Reaction, what's up, player? Soundproof Media Group, what's good? Yeah, that's one thing. That's you know what? That's one thing that is underrated about FL Studio. When I used to use Cubase, when I used to use Cubase 5 as like my recording software, I did love how you could use FL Studio. I forgot what it was called, FL Studio, whatever mode it's called, but I did like how you could use FL Studio in Cubase. The one thing that did used to frustrate me though is like sometimes I wanted to have both plugins open and you can't open up FL Studio after Cubase is open. You have to open up FL Studio first, otherwise it's automatically a VST when you open it up in there. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better, man. I appreciate you for asking. Um, um, yeah, bread slicer is straight. Oh man, did you try to? I'm gonna tell you the same thing that the good man. Yeah, Rewire. Nerd Vision came in with the straight Nerd Vision answer. I love it. I love it, my guy. Um, I'm gonna tell you the same thing that my man Sir Chump of Flexington told me, Creaxon. Uh, try to before because it said mine was corrupted too initially, and then I'd repaired it, but it still wouldn't load Windows. So after I repaired it, I just basically I got that SATA disk, and the SATA disk worked for me. So I would recommend trying to spend $10 on a SATA drive. It's only $10, $12, but I would definitely try to repair the hard drive before using it. Yeah, man. I don't want to see anybody's computer die. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. All right, let me finish this up because it's already 1:43 and I got a video I have to record tonight. And you guys know I'll talk the whole entire night away. I don't think I'm going to use this, but fill it in. That's not going to be the snare. Yeah. Craxton, if you're in my Discord, I don't remember which group that my man sent it in though, but um, there's a message in there from Sir Chumpa Flexington for here. Let me see. I'm gonna help you out real quick. I'm gonna do you a solid. This is the one I got. This is the one I got right here. It's called Sabrent 2.5 inch SATA, the USB 3.0 tool. You know what I'm saying? This is the one I got, and it was $12.83 after tax, and it works decent. I don't know. Um, you know, you could probably spend more and get one that's gonna transfer data a little faster. But this is the one that I got. It works fine. I've been using it ever since I ordered it. You know what I'm saying? So now basically, I use my dead hard drive as a SSD, or you know, as a an extra hardware. Yeah, studio setups. But so yeah, if you can't find it and you need to go look, just go look in studio setups. Nobody's probably really posted much in studio setups, so it's probably still one of the first few posts there. Um, but boom, that's what you need right there. That'll get the job done. That will get the job done. Control S. I need to. For sure, bro. You know we got you. You know we got you. You know what? You know what I'm fitting to do? I'm fitting to go back to the well one more time because I never use any basses in here. But there's some pretty fire basses in here. The beat that I made for the video last night, I grabbed a bass out of Omnisphere. And I typically don't grab basses out of here. I didn't grab it out of this patch though. Let's see what's in here. Dude, that's a fire 808. Absolutely fire. A little too aggressive for what I'm doing right here, but that's fire. Glad I saved. Glad I saved. Do 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 do. You can, but I don't know how. I'm gonna be real. Am I gonna have to reset my computer in FL Studio? This is the only negative of FL Studio for me. Crashed. This is literally the only negative of FL Studio. That shit will crash. And like some people don't be having a problem, which is crazy to me. Um, but this should always be crashing on me. Like it always crashes on me. It has always crashed on me. The only version of FL Studio that didn't crash on me was the cracked version of FL Studio that I had on an old computer, on my old computer, you know, before I paid for it. So back when, I used to crack software, that's why I don't recommend it though, because that shit will kill your computer. You get the wrong crack. But it never died on me, man. That FL Studio never crashed on me, ever, ever. You know what I'm saying? I paid for FL Studio, and it's the newest version, updated, the newest update. I can't even get the letter B on my keyboard. I mean, I do have some complaints with FL Studio. Don't get me wrong. Um, and it's one of those things to where like I feel like if I would have started with a different software, I might like it more. Like I've been making beats in FL Studio since it came out. On and off for a long time. Um, for sure, bro. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you dropping in. Um, I've been rocking with FL Studio forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. But like, if I would have really made beats in like Ableton first, I probably would have never used Logic because I just got an Apple. But like, if I would have used Ableton first, or I guess that'd be, I don't know, whatever else, I would probably love that as much as I love FL Studio. But since I use FL Studio so much, I absolutely love the plugin. I've made, almost every beat that I've ever made has been in FL Studio, except for before, FL Studio came out and I was making beats in Hip Hop EJ and in Acid Pro. I should probably export some of this stuff out. Because, like, some of the plugins just don't play well together. Yeah, Acid Pro, man, that was a long time ago. I had somebody literally try to destroy me for talking smack about Acid Pro in some group. I don't know what group it was in, but somebody was asking what kind of music program he should get, and somebody said Acid Pro, and I was like, bro, it's not 2003. Ain't nobody got time for Acid Pro. Get yourself a real program. And this dude was like, you can't talk about Acid. You never used it all. I'm like, dude, I used Acid Pro for like 7, 8 years. Like I used that plugin for a long time, and it's not as hard as any other software. It's like the weakest software you could probably get. It's crazy. Probably not going to use his base, so I might just go ahead and go and get the sub. My man said he still has Acid 2.0. Oh my god. I couldn't even open that up again. Appreciate you stopping in, Ryan. Hope you come back, man. We be here chilling. Sunday we do beat reviews and critiques. It's typically a fun night.
Good morning, darling. Oh, would you like a cup of tea? It'll be delightfully scrumptious.
I mean, the best way that I can say I learn is just to watch tutorials and just put the stuff to play. So like anytime you watch a tutorial, do the stuff that they're talking about as the tutorial's going. You know what I'm saying? 2 lumps. But I would recommend just watching tutorials and trying to apply the stuff to knowledge. So that's how I like a lot of stuff that I learned because I was like a straight boom bap producer probably for the most part, or I don't even want to say kind of like early stages of trap, but learning a lot of the other stuff that I did was just watching tutorials and listening to other people make beats. He said the way he were using FL is so old school. I already know, man. You can uh-huh. Uh-huh. You hurt my feelings right there, bro. You hurt me. He said the way that I'm using FL Studio is old school. How do you even use an FL Studio? I gotta know. I gotta know what's the new school way of using FL Studio. Because I am old school, man. Like I said, I've been using this thing since it came out. So I've been using this since it came out. So it's like, you know, you gotta get stuck. I used to make beats. The way I used to make beats was so treacherous. I don't know if you watch Kyle Beats, and when he used to make beats where he would have everything on one pattern and then he would clone that pattern. And so his playlist would only be like one pattern across the top, but it would be different patterns. I used to make beats like that, man. And that was like, once I learned how to like separate everything, I could see the beat better. It just made me enjoy making beats so much more because it's so much easier to make beats like this than like clone a pattern and go in and change a pattern and delete stuff. I can't believe I did that for so long. I wish I can get that time back. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go for what we know. I just don't want to fight through those anymore, and I don't feel like making a sub with Sub Labs, so I'm just gonna open up the sub. I only have a few more minutes that I can stream. I don't know, I've never even used a Zoom recorder before. For sure, bro. Have a good one, man. Flute, 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 flute. Well, I'll give you a little hint. My man, that's what the video I'm about to do for tomorrow is a flutes, an updated free like 8 free flute plugins. I found some pretty fire flute plugins, man, that nobody really has brought to anybody's attention yet. So it's gonna kind of be an update on the video that I did last year. Um and I'm gonna try I only repeated 2 flutes. Um that's just because the flutes were different than anything else. I might repeat 3, but I'm probably only gonna repeat 2. Um but that's basically what tomorrow's video is about. It's gonna be about like the 8 best flute plugins that I could find. I gotta get this figured out real quick. Actually, let's just go ahead and drag this over. Start putting it out so I can do this the easy way. Yeah, bro. I wish we were too. Ah. Okay. Maybe it'll still go for me. This is the love I'm getting tonight. The second time this shit has crashed on me.
My girl a band-aid, her soul's a thief to my actual heart. But when I got the molly, she be on that. She let me clap her cheeks.
Oh yeah. Come on, Cletus. What's up, Giannis? Hey, congratulations, bro. I meant to I saw your post right before I got on the stream. Looks like you guys got a house. Congratulations, my dude. Making power moves out here. I see you. I see you.
Ah ha
Ha ha. So Chump, all I gotta do is close my eyes and just smash the board and it's all clap them cheeks. Now I got different stuff on there. I don't know if you can see it, if it'll I don't know if it'll I just don't really tap all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I got some applause.
Bruh.
Got him!
I'm in danger.
Okay, Boomer. Wait.
You know what I'm saying? I got some stuff on here.
Good morning, darling. Oh, would you like a cup of tea? It'll be delightfully scrumptious.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Run.
Dude, are you serious? Yeah, so I got a few things on there. I like the Shrek one. Shrek is my favorite. Shrek 2 is my favorite of all of the Disney movies by far. It's not even a close second. I love Shrek 2. I was a grown man in the movie theater watching Shrek 2 when it came out. And I laughed louder than any of the kids in the movie theater. Dude, me and a bunch of the homies that I worked with took the afternoon off work. We requested the afternoon off work and all went and seen Shrek. And I was in there just dying. I mean, I may or may not have been high, but I was in there dying watching that movie. I love me some Shrek too. Donkey does it for me every time. Every time I watch that movie. Eddie Murphy's a fool for that role. Yeah, bro. Did you watch Shrek 2 though? That's the question. First Shrek is good, but the second Shrek is by far my favorite of the four. They're all solid, but The second one's my favorite. The fourth one's just like meh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was all right, but meh. But third one's all right. The first two are fire. And I was talking to my kids because they obviously they're young, so they're 8 and 9, so they watch Disney movies, and I was like, y'all like Shrek? And they're like, nah. I'm like, man, whose kids are y'all? Y'all like Shrek? And when my son was like, what is Shrek? And I was like, oh my God. And my daughter's like, the big green monster? Yeah, the gingerbread dude. The gingerbread dude is fire. Gingerbread dude is extra fire. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? That lives on 123 Jewelry Road? Yeah, that movie's funny. I was in high school chasing cheeks when Shrek came out. I was grown chasing cheeks when Shrek came out. You know what I'm saying? Different ages, same battle. You know what I'm saying? I won't hate on that. I guess I wasn't even really chasing cheeks. Cheeks were just, it was at the point, how it gets to that point where cheeks just start falling into your laps and you're not really sure how you're getting all these cheeks, but all these cheeks are landing in your lap. That's about the point I was at when Shrek was out. When you're like, I know I have game, but I didn't think that she thought I had game. Let's go ahead and save this. And the Lord said, thou shalt clap it, thou cheeks. Let's see how that sounds to come back into the chorus. Yeah, so I'll call that good. I got a few minutes for y'all before I gotta vamp up out of here. I was gonna try to get up off here at midnight, but obviously that didn't happen. Because I still gotta finish kind of getting middies together to do the sound demonstrations. And so that's gonna take me like at least another half hour. And then obviously, I've been working on stuff since I woke up this morning, so I'm probably gonna procrastinate for a clean half hour before I do anything. Like I'm about to get off the stream, and then I'm about to go outside and vape, and then I may watch YouTube for 15, 20 minutes, a clean 20 minutes, and then I'll probably get together the rest of the middies for the video. Then the video is gonna take forever to record because it's 10 different plugins. So even though it looks really short to y'all, whenever you do like these list plugins, it takes those plugins that takes me the longest. Like I can sit down, and even though I'm not going through all the controls and everything of the list, it just those reviews take the longest to record because I always screw up a bunch of times. But like the regular reviews that I do, I can typically sit down, and if it's not like too complex of a plugin, I can have that whole review done in like 25 minutes. So the editing process isn't that long, 20, 25 minutes. Because obviously I'm going to mess up a few places. But I typically don't mess up that much when I'm doing a review. It's just easy to walk through. It's easier for me to do everything on the fly. Yeah, it's definitely structured chaos. Yeah, I feel like the beat does need something else. Um, I just need something else. I think like in like the mid range, the low mid range, but I don't have time to mess with it. And I felt like I thought that the piano was gonna do that when I lowered it an octave, but it just didn't. It just didn't fill it up like I thought it was gonna fill it up. I thought that was gonna be enough to fill that frequency, but you know it is what it is. You know, like okay, so remember at the beginning of the if you've been with us the whole entire stream, at the beginning of the stream, I was like, um, sometimes you make beats that you don't necessarily like, and but you know you get to a point to where it's like you know that you don't make bad beats, but you're not gonna like everything that you make. You know what I'm saying? And so this is probably a beat that I don't really like that much. But I'll probably wake up in the morning and be like, oh, it's okay. Because like I like a lot of the melodic. I just don't like the way it came together. You know what I'm saying? Uh you said you're still unable to get your DAW audio into video. You talk about like through screen recording? It needs some milk. I need to get that. I need to get that on my damn on my stream deck. Need some milk. I need that. I need to go find it and download it. Yeah, I always got to sleep on it. I might like it in the morning. Oh, I might even like it later on because I'll probably listen to it again after I finish recording the video. Because then there's always that awkward time when like, because I don't procrastinate after I record the video. I'm right on the editing process. Like I like export everything off my laptop because I use both the computers. So I'm using the MacBook to record audio into, and then I'll use the PC to actually, screen record and use it for the demonstration. Or if I'm using the MacBook, it's the other way around. Then I'll record into the PC and I'll use the Mac. So I'm always using both computers. And then I have the SD card going to from the video of, the video of me. So I have to get the video off of the PC, which takes the longest. So while that's going on, then I'm normally mixing down the audio. And then once I finish mixing down the audio, is about the time when everything transfers to the SD card from the PC, and then I have to transfer it from the SD card to the MacBook. Because I'll always edit on MacBook. That's the only computer I'll edit on is the MacBook. So here, let's look at this real quick. So what are you using? Are you using what are you using? Are you using OBS or are you using Streamlabs? I'm still using Streamlabs, but I can kind of show you because the setting is the same. It's the same in OBS as it is in Streamlabs, like the way that you set it up. It's just a little different. So like in order to get your audio to work, you have to make sure whatever audio driver your your computer is on is the same as the audio driver that you're using. So like I'm using FL Audio, but really it'll take anything. But if I open up Streamlabs, all right, so if I open up Streamlabs and so obviously you can't see me talking because the mic's off. I don't have the mic hooked up. But my mic right now is just the standard computer. I don't know how to plug a mic in here unless I'm using it. Then I'll plug my interface in and talk. I don't ever use. That's not what you're worried about. So basically, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to come to sources and you're gonna want to add a source. So then, boom, you're going to come over here and you're going to add a media source. Or add a audio input capture is what you're going to add. So basically you're going to come over here and you're going to add audio out input capture. You're going to push add source. It's going to look a little bit different in OBS, but it's still the same thing. Then you have to come down here to add new source instead. And then you're going to have to pick what you want it to pull audio from. So, you have to decide whether it's going to be what device you're going to get the audio from, so it can be your regular default speakers, your HD 60 or whatever it is, but you just have to make sure that you add that in there and then check this is probably going to be muted down here, so just make sure you check your audio input capture. And then it's been so long since I set this up. I don't remember if you have to go here too to audio. No, it's already ready to go. Yeah, it should be, I mean, it should be ready to go for you. So what's the output on Ableton? You have to go to see what the output from Ableton is. Because if it's like I would set the Ableton output to just your desktop instead of your mixer or your interface. That'll make it easier. I don't run mine through my interface because when I did that, it recorded everything in mono. And so then it was recording the sound in mono and it was recording my microphone in mono. So I know that may be a barrier too, trying to get it to set up through your interface. I can't exactly remember. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't even remember. I can't remember what I did because I used to have it set up on my interface. Like I used to use, when I first started, if you go back and watch my first videos, like my first 6 months or so, I did everything with this mic, but I had a mic stand. I didn't have this boom arm. So I had a mic stand that was sitting like right in front of me. And it was just an awkward angle. You know, when I think back about my first videos, man, it makes me laugh, you know, because I was recording it on my webcam. I was using my interface because it was the only way that I could get the mic plugged in to use the audio. But my interface wouldn't allow for me to record in stereo on this microphone. It would send it to the left channel. And I couldn't figure out how to get it to do what I wanted it to do, basically. Because when it was recording into FL Studio, it was a lag, and no matter what, I couldn't talk with that latency and that lag in my earphones as I was trying to explain stuff. I just couldn't do it. So then I couldn't record basically everything in stereo. So if you watch my first like 6 months of videos, everything was in mono that I recorded, all the sounds, all the whenever I was doing sound demos, everything was in mono. And then this company called Fi-Fi contacted me and asked me if I wanted to do an unboxing of the microphone, and I was like, yeah. And it happened to be a stereo mic, and so now that's the mic that I use whenever I do streams. Yeah, but that's the only mic that I do when I do streams. Is it a high pitched melodic chord? Well, fellas, I gotta roll. I hate to just dip, but I gotta bounce because I really do gotta get on this video because this video is it's gonna take a while. I mean, I already know it's gonna take a while because every time I do a top whatever video, it takes me forever. So I'm probably gonna be up to like freaking 6 in the morning, and then I gotta get up at like 11:30 and make the thumbnail so I can drop the video at 1. Because that's when I like to drop videos is at 1. So I appreciate y'all stepping out. I'll be back Sunday as always. And then I think I'll probably have another video I'm gonna do tomorrow night because I got another company hit me up. It's under something I've already reviewed, but they've got an update to it, and the update's supposed to be fire, so I'm gonna mess with that. And see if it's fire, and I'll probably do a review on that tomorrow night. We'll see though. I don't know. I can't make no promises. The plugin has to, I mean, the update has to be worth it for me to put the time and effort into doing a review on it, a second review. So, y'all have a good night, man. Y'all take care. Hope y'all kick some ass tomorrow. Enjoy your days. I'll see y'all Sunday. If y'all are here, if not, I'll see y'all when I see y'all.